Hello friends, Iceberg with Dillon Brothers Indian, and today I'm going to take you through a walkthrough of this beautiful and limited 2020 100th anniversary Indian Scout. In 1920, the Indian Scout was introduced to the motorcycle world. It was a very low-profile motorcycle, extremely lightweight, coming in at around just a little bit over 400 pounds, and just had this beautiful aesthetic to it. No difference here on the 100th anniversary. You're getting that very vintage look, really keeping with the theme from 1920. You're just getting this absolutely beautiful motorcycle. We are going to start with the engine on this bike here, where you have the 69 cubic inch V-twin. This engine is putting out 100 horsepower on this motorcycle, and today, fully loaded and ready to go down the road, this bike comes in at 586 pounds. Sticking with that tradition from the original Scout, this has a very low profile to it. Up on front, you are going to have the 16-inch 130 in width Pirelli tire, and then on the rear, you are going to have the 16-inch 150 in width Pirelli tire. These tires love to grip the road. These are very aggressive riding motorcycles, and for being so lightweight, that's exactly what you're going to do on this bike. You are going to get after it on this motorcycle, and the handling on these bikes, I felt, and I'm larger, I'm 6'1", I did feel that I was able to stretch out on this bike and really take a good control on this motorcycle. Let's, while we're talking about that, let's go ahead and talk about the seat on this bike. Going back to the throwback and keeping that vintage look of the 20s, you get the all genuine leather tan seat, solo seat on here. This is an extremely comfortable seat. I was actually very surprised that for someone larger like myself, I did feel very comfortable on this bike. And then you have that complemented with the forward controls on here. So if you are a little bit taller, you are able to stretch out on this bike. Adding to the comfort factor, and not just the comfort factor, but the overall cool factor on this bike, you do have the old school and iconic all chrome beach bar setup on here. This has a real nice bend on them, so they come back to the rider. So with that solo seat position, forward controls, and a little bit of the pulled back bar, you do have a very nice seating position on this motorcycle that is extremely comfortable to go long distance on this bike. Speaking of riding time and going long distance on this motorcycle, you do have the 3.3 gallon gas tank on here. You're going to average about 48 miles to the gallon on here, so you are going to get plenty of riding time before having to worry about hitting the pumps. Now let's talk about some of the other nice features and the throwback element on this motorcycle. First, let's start with the paint job on here. You have the iconic Indian red paint scheme on here that is straight out of 1920. This is a very rich red on here. I do apologize, we've got some rain and overcast today. I wish I was doing this video outside so you could see a little bit more of the sunlight on it, but it does have a very deep, rich red to it. And then of course you have the iconic gold pinstriping running through, and then the in cursive Indian logo on the tank here, all tying this together to bring that full vintage look to the motorcycle. Another nice touch on here, and kind of adding to that chrome that you're getting off the beach bars, off the headlight, you do have the full chrome luggage rack on the rear as well. This is not a two-up motorcycle, so having that nice luggage rack back there, you are going to be able to carry a few things. You can bungee cord a few things, or you can just roll with it as it is, because it's a very nice aesthetic piece on here. Another nice feature on this 100th anniversary Scout is that you are getting the all-spoked wheels on here. Most of your Scouts come with the magged wheels. This is going to have the throwback spokes. Once again, just giving it that full theme and vibe of the early 20s that this motorcycle came out on, and kind of topping it all off. On the side here, you can see you have that 100th anniversary badge sitting out there. It's just a beautiful piece on this motorcycle, and really just kind of complements and ties everything together on the bike. Overall, I think this is one of the nicest Scouts out today. I definitely love what Indian has done with this motorcycle and with a lot of their motorcycles, but if you are definitely looking for that bike that has some character, that bike that has some attitude and is definitely going to take you back to kind of where it all began. This is definitely a bike that you should come take a look at. Just a beautiful machine. And right now, I hate to have to do it, but I have to once again kind of reiterate with where we are at right now in the world with the virus going around. We do appreciate and love your business, and we do appreciate that people want to come in and see motorcycles. But if you want to find out more information about this bike, you can definitely go to our website. As I've said before, you can completely do the entire buying process if you so choose right off the website. If seeing this in person is something important to you and you definitely want to take it out for a test ride because you are interested in purchasing this machine, we completely get that. Love to see you, but do please maybe set up an appointment with one of our sales staff here at the Indian store so we can have a one-on-one interaction with you and put you down the road on this motorcycle. As always, my friends, thank you so much for checking out our videos, and do please remember to gear up, ride safe. Thanks a lot.